Hello, and welcome to your tutorial on how to use the Extensions Program Instructional Supports and Curriculum Resources Guide. We are so excited to roll out this new dashboard that is going to support you throughout the school year. Let's start with our welcome page. On the welcome page, you are going to see our benchmark windows, just to give you a little heads up on that. And you're also going to see the expectations for the checkpoints, the first 4 days of the month and the last 4 days of the month. I am going to show you how to navigate this dashboard today and the lessons enclosed. In order to access the lessons, you are going to click on this tab at the bottom called Monthly Lessons 2025-2026. Once you are here, you are going to see each month of this school year from August/September all the way to April/May. These are going to be our different units and unique learning systems in every way. You are also going to see that it is broken up into grade bands. We have lower elementary, intermediate elementary, middle school, high school, transition. We also have social emotional learning at the bottom of this dashboard page. Now I am going to open up one of these lessons and give you a little tutorial on how to navigate those lessons. I also want to point out that if you look at the very top of this dashboard page, there is release date. And under release date, you are going to see the date that those lessons are going to be released. So for example, these lessons that you are looking at initially are going to be released on 8/22/2025. Every lesson is going to have a link to the morning meeting, date, and weather. If you haven't used this aspect of unique learning systems yet, this is an exciting opportunity for you to start. It is a fabulous morning meeting. And of course, everything that you see in this dashboard is just a baseline to support you, to make sure that you have the minimum, the baseline for what we offer in the extensions program. Everything else that you do on top of it is absolutely something that you can use to differentiate. But this is the thing that you're going to be using as that baseline to make sure that we are getting all the curriculum that Unique Learning Systems has to offer. So let's go ahead and take a look. If you are lower elementary, and that is typically the grades from kindergarten to second grade, you are going to click on a lesson. So let's just go ahead and do ELA Unit 1. Oh, I also want to point out that every lesson is going to have attached a lesson plan. And if you click on that lesson plan there, it is going to give you a PDF that you can print out. And this is going to give you a pacing guide of all the content that you'll be working on during the lesson. It's a unit overview. And it also talks about the instructional targets. This is something great that you can print out or send to your administration when they ask you for a lesson plan or a pacing guide. All right, so on to the lesson. Let's go ahead and look at our literacy lesson as an example. So like I said, every month you are going to have these lessons that are broken into monthly units. The theme of this unit is, and you'll see that on here as well, the theme is I can follow the rules. You want to make sure that you are viewing this lesson guide in presentation form or in slides form so that you can click on those links and get the most out of the presentation. First, you're going to see the Unit 1 content, and it's going to show you exactly what activities you are working on for this lesson. The next page is going to show you the specific standards that are covered under each of these areas. So in this section, or in this unit, you're going to be talking about vocabulary, fluency and comprehension, word work, and written language, and that is going to give you those standards that you need. All right, so every lesson is going to have a table of contents that helps you navigate the week and day. So let's just say you're on the very first day of your unit. You're going to go to week 1, day 1, and you're going to open up this lesson. It's going to take you to the link. And here it's going to give you the activities that we recommend in order for you to stay on pace. So you'll know that you're in the correct day and week because it will say week 1, day 1, or whatever it may be in that top left corner. It's also going to give you an idea of what you're working on. So on week 1, day 1, you're going to be working on vocabulary and you're going to be administering checkpoints. You're going to see the last 4 days of each week or of each month are going to be checkpoints, and then you're going to see the last 4 days of the week are also going to be checkpoints. So we have that pre-test and that post-test window, and the actual lesson slide is going to support you in that as well. And then in reminders, you'll see different reminders right now, but just for this first month, you're going to see view the extensions program assessment calendar for testing windows, and that's going to take you directly to those testing window calendars. So that's going to support you in that way. All right, so let's go ahead and look at some of these lessons. So once you are in the week and day, you can go ahead and click on the link itself, and that's going to bring you straight into the activity for unique learning systems. I recommend looking at all these ahead of time because each of these different activities vary in length, right? So you're going to see on the beginning slide of each of these that it gives you a link to the actual lesson itself that goes straight to the lesson. So you can get supplementary materials, but the point of this guideline, this baseline, is that we are trying to get as many activities as possible into each week. And for the most part, that is successful. We are able to fit each of those activities into this pacing guide, this guideline for you. And you're just going to complete this activity. You can do this as a class, and then you can break into small group. It really is up to you. This is just the activity that we recommend that you do this day in order to stay on pace. And if you haven't looked at unique learning systems before, this is definitely something that you should take a look at ahead of time because they do have a pretty continuous format. And once your kids are familiar with the format, it can really support them in accessing the materials. Of course, this first month is going to be like, wow, like you're learning, they're learning. But every day is going to have at least one activity and at least one extensions activity. So that extension activity is going to be something that you can do addition to the baseline activity if you need more content. Or it would be a great thing to break into small groups. Like maybe this is your whole group, and then your small group is one group like this, one group like this, and then checkpoints for your third group. It's really up to you how you use this material. This is truly just a guideline and links that go straight to each of these activities to make it easier for you to navigate. And that is pretty much it. That kind of covers everything that you are going to be looking at. So just note too, that your literacy and your math are going to be created guide maps of unique learning systems. However, your science and social studies are going to be a different type of lesson. So let's go ahead and click on that just to see. So we thank Metro very much for this first month of lessons, but after September and October, or I'm sorry, September and August, you're going to see that these are going to change to be more aligned with the standards, but they're helping us out this very first week. So thank you to them. That first month is going to be science and social studies from our wonderful Metro School who has created these lessons to support us. So if you click on this, you'll see that the format is a little bit different, and this is going to be more of a comprehensive lesson because it's not straight from unique learning systems, but you'll see that it incorporates unique learning systems, absolutely. A fabulous outline that really uses a unique learning systems activity. It has some videos built in and some different activities linked. So that is a wonderful resource there for you to be teaching that science and social studies. And you're going to see that all the way down to high school. And then once you get to transition, you're going to see something a little bit different. The transition materials still have that lesson plan, still have that link to the morning meeting. You're going to see transportation, community living, self-advocacy, and safety are linked in here. And that goes straight to our CMS resources for the transition program. We are currently on year one, and then you'll also see a guide map to unique learning systems transition curriculum that they offer. And those categories are lifelong learning, personal life, daily living, and employability. And it is exactly the same format so that you can get through all of the activities that Unique Learning System has to offer. So you'll find that you have plenty of resources for instruction. I hope that you enjoy this and this is helpful to you because this is something new that we're rolling out this year and it's super exciting. And the main goal is to make your life easier, right? Anything that we can do to support you as you're coordinating teachers to make your day-to-day easier so that you can focus on these kids, that is the goal here. And of course, you're going to see social emotional learning at the bottom, and you can access that as you like. We have zones of regulation that are adapted. We have character development that is adapted. We also have Caring Schools K all the way to 8. So like I said, I hope this helps you. And then also you're going to see the Extensions Program Resource Library on that last tab. And on that resource library, you're just going to see a whole bunch of links that we think that you need access to for the school year to be successful. So if you find yourself with a question, chances are there is a link on here that can answer it. If it's compliance, I always go straight to ECPPI, and that answers almost all all of my compliance questions and it will answer yours too. So this is a great resource as well. Thank you so much for everything you do for our kids, for our students. We are a family and we are working together, and this year is going to be great. Thank you so much.